Now, this is an interesting topic that James has brought up before because they obviously gave Iron Man a new origin story. With Netflix, they gave Punisher a new origin story, meaning they were tied to very specific times in history with war that aged out of what they could be in present day. Magneto's origin is still World War II being in a concentration camp. We are very far removed from that now in modern times. I know he's a mutant and aging wise, but with modern mentality, is that something we can still use as a crutch to be like, this is why he believes in what he believes and why he is so pro mutant as far as the ruling class, because he existed at a time where Jews were persecuted and killed because they were seen less than human. And he sees that happening with mutants. So are we able to still use that as our origin story? Because it's powerful.
This is going to be one to tiptoe around. So like, hear me out before anybody jumps to anything. But like, keeping him Jewish, there's plenty of times in history they can still pull from like him being singled out. And I mean, you can have him with family that survived the Holocaust, or
Yep.
he has one grandfather that ties to that, and just the persecution Jewish people have always gone through. So I assume they will keep that part of the character. I agree with you. The World War II thing is going to be harder and harder to tie in. That bums me out a little bit because that's something about Magneto that's always made him less of a villain
Yeah.
and more of a what side of history are you standing on with, well, not even that, just you understand where he's coming from more because he's like, I'm not taking chances because my family was murdered in one of the worst times in human history by people who just didn't like that I existed. And now you're getting it again with the mutants. So I assume that's still going to play into it, but you're right. It's going to be harder to tie it in directly to have Eric in World War II Germany or
And
Poland.
it's you 100, especially with the relaunch of the X-Men, meaning First Class, when they show that with Kevin Bacon and like they kill his mom and try and bring out his mutant ability, and Kevin Bacon doesn't give a shit about humanity. He's just thrilled to see him react with the metal. And you are able to understand why Eric goes back and forth what we perceive as being good or bad. It's like he's not doing things that are good or bad. He's doing things that he perceives to protect himself and his people. And it's awesome in that reference, especially, and we need to pick up our X-Men reviews again, but as it goes further along into the lesser good movies like Apocalypse, he still continues that back and forth where I'm trying to live a peaceful life, man. I'm trying to do what's right, but they keep coming after me, so I got to protect my family. And it's like, well, would you do anything different? No, you would do everything you could to protect yours and what you own. So is he really a bad guy? So I really do like that. And you're right. Is there anything as powerful as that World War II moment of him being dragged into a concentration camp? I can't think of one.